Let's talk about adenomyosis. I'm Dr. Lucky Seacon, a double board certified OBGYN and REI, and this is a condition that I commonly diagnose and treat in my patients. Adenomyosis is a condition that's very similar to endometriosis. Both of these gynecologic issues are stemming from the fact that cells that are very much like those that line the inner cavity of the uterus, the endometrium, are found in places that they shouldn't be. In the case of endometriosis, this means in the pelvic cavity and even in remote locations like the lung and the brain. With adenomyosis, however, this is where cells that line the inner cavity of the uterus somehow find their way in the uterine muscle. This can lead to thickening of the uterine muscle and a bulkiness to the uterus. In general, an adenomyotic uterus is going to look enlarged and bulky. It may be localized to some parts of the uterine muscle, or it may be more diffuse and affecting the entire uterus. The lower picture here is an actual image taken at time of laparoscopy showing what a real uterus with adenomyosis looks like. The most common signs and symptoms associated with adenomyosis include prolonged, painful periods. Really heavy periods that last a long time and having pelvic pain every time you get a period is a telltale sign. You might experience pain or discomfort with sex, and you may also, depending on how enlarged the uterus is, feel bulk symptoms, like bloating or a feeling of pressure in the lower abdomen. There is also an association between adenomyosis and infertility. Not every person with adenomyosis is destined to have infertility, but there is an association between adenomyosis and implantation issues as well as pregnancy loss. And you can see from this picture that often it can constrict the cavity, take up space. This is valuable real estate that an embryo could have used to implant. And so it makes sense logically why this could have an impact on your ability to conceive. Just like endometriosis, I often say that no two patients with adenomyosis are going to have the exact same clinical picture because everyone can have a different level of involvement and a different level of severity. It's important to know if you've been told that you have adenomyosis, you are not alone. It is estimated that 1 in 5 women are going to receive this diagnosis, and that may be an underestimate because it often goes undiagnosed. There is so much to know about this, so I'm breaking it into 3 parts. Stay tuned for my next videos on how to diagnose adenomyosis and how to treat it.